Hey guys, so I recently got the Lorac Pro 3 palette and I absolutely love it. I've had a lot of requests to do an eye tutorial using the palette. I have not done an eye tutorial in forever, but I went ahead and filmed one real quick for you guys today. This is the look that I did. So if you want to know how I got this look, then keep watching. Okay, so I went ahead and I primed my eyes with the Kat Von D Lock-It eye primer. I love this. Okay, don't mind the powder under my eyes. I always do my eye makeup before my face makeup. If you don't, you really should do it, because no matter what, you will usually get some kind of fallout from your eyeshadow onto your cheek. So even if you wipe it away, it could shadow it. It's not worth the mess. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I did my face first. So then I just went ahead and put a heavy layer of the Kat Von D, this is the Lock-It translucent powder. I put this under my eyes just to kind of hopefully catch any eyeshadow that falls, and I can brush it out of the way. All right, so first I'm gonna do kind of my crease or my transition color if you want to be fancy. And this is a Morphe brush, an R39. I love this guy. It's very similar to a MAC 217. A little bit cheaper. All right, so I'm gonna go in with this shade Canvas mixed with a little bit of the clay. The one thing that I will say about this palette for my skin tone currently, I wish they had a shade in between these two that would be a nice crease color. But overall, I love everything in this palette for me. All right, so I'm gonna go in a little bit with the Canvas and a little bit with this guy. Just kind of dab them in both, swirl it around in my mirror a bit. And I'm gonna take this right into the crease. I feel like for me, when I mix these two together, it gives me a nice in-between shade. Let's do the same thing on the other side. I haven't done a tutorial in so long. It's actually kind of freaking me out. I love the Lorac palettes. And when I saw this at Ulta, I had to get it. Okay. So now let's do a little lid action here. I'm gonna go in with, this is a Real Techniques brush. It's a shading brush. These are great. If you haven't tried the Real Techniques brushes, they have them at Ulta. I think they have them at Walmart, Walgreens now. So it's just this little guy. Let's do, what should we do today? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm gonna go in with dark brown. And I'm going to put this all over my lid. From inner corner to outer corner. Just patting this on my lid, trying not to bring it up into my crease too much. This is the look I did the other day. I think I posted on Instagram or my Lola Facebook or something. This is one of my favorite looks to do, like regardless of the palette, is a dark brown eyelid and then like a warm crease. It makes my eyes pop. Right, so after I've gone in with that little guy, I'm gonna go in with another fluffy brush. This is from TG. This is a great brush too if you are a hairstylist. I think Cosmoprof, or they used to carry them. I don't know if they still do, but it's a big fluffy guy. You can get it super cheap. Right, so now I'm gonna go in with Terracotta, this little shade. And I'm just going to lightly buff that line of my lid color with my crease. I'm not pressing hard because I don't want to add a lot more warmth. So you can see just from this eye how that kind of just blends it in a little better. All right, so now I'm gonna take this guy. It's a Sonia Kashuk little pencil type brush. I'm gonna go in with Blanc, which it looks white as I'm holding it up in the palette, but it's not so stark white. It's a little bit creamier. I'm just gonna sweep this right under my eyebrow. Then I'm gonna go back in with the big fluffy brush that I used and just lightly buff in where I just put that light color under my brow and my crease. Make sure to do that step, it's so important, otherwise you'll have, you know. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm doing. All right, so I was gonna do a winged liner, but I think I'll just stick with the palette. A lot of times, actually, usually if I don't do a winged liner, I just use eyeshadow for an eyeliner. Not always, but most of the time. So I'm gonna take this guy. He is just a Real Techniques angled dense brush. I'm gonna go in with the jet black. Make sure to tap it off because there's a lot of fallout. And then I'm just going to sweep this, focusing on the outer half of my lash line. Because I just like to have a little depth on my lash line, but not a lot. If I have too heavy of an eyeliner, especially if I'm doing the bottom, it closes my eyes. And I don't like that. So as you can see, I'm not even going really past halfway. I'm just focusing it on that outer side. So now I'm gonna go in with Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is my favorite mascara of all time. A light layer of the Better Than Sex on each side. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the Younique mascara. Now it took me a while for the new formula to figure out how to use it and how it would work for me. So the best thing for me, and I'm like crouching down, funny otherwise all right, so I'm doing a light layer of regular mascara first. Then I'm just going to do a really light layer of the transplanting gel, one eye at a time. I'm gonna go in with the fibers. Wipe them off on the back of my hand a little bit. Otherwise they'll get super clumpy. And I just like to do a real quick light layer. Now the trick for me has been to let this dry completely. If I go too quick, that's when they'll start to get clumpy and too spidery. I'm gonna go back in with another layer of the transplanting gel. But again, a really light coat. And I'm gonna do one more layer of the fibers. So while that coat of Younique is setting, I'm gonna do a little bit on my lower lash line. I'm gonna take this little guy, 3. I really like this for my lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with the dark brown, which is the same color I used on my lid. And I'm just going to drag this slightly under my lower lashes. I'm not using any liner down there. I never, ever hardly use liner on my lower lash line. For me, it just closes my eyes off too much and it looks too harsh. All right, now I'm gonna take a layer of mascara and do my lower lashes. All right, so again, I've let that second coat of fibers sit. I'm gonna seal them up. And just take a big fluffy brush, dust off the extra powder. I did put a significant layer, so I can put a little bit of pressure. If I didn't put a big layer of powder, I just would have lightly dusted it off. I'm gonna do my inner corner, and I'm gonna use the same brush that I used for my underbrow highlight, but this time I'm going to go in with light gold and use this as my inner corner highlight. This is such a beautiful color. Okay, so I heated up my eyelash curler. Okay, so I've been doing this for years, like ever since I first started doing YouTube. You wouldn't believe all the hate through the years that I've gotten for heating up my eyelash curler. Like, doesn't it break off your lashes? No. What, would I still be doing it if it broke off my lashes? Okay. Wiped off my powder. I'm gonna go in with, this is the Wet n Wild Rose Champagne. I believe it's a blush. I kind of use it as a highlighter. And this is a Morphe R31. I'm just gonna dust the top of my cheekbones. A little bit on my nose, a little bit above my eyebrows, Cupid's bow. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. This is the Kat Von D Lock and Load Makeup Setting Mist. Let's do a little lip. I'm gonna do Anastasia of Beverly Hills. This is the Liquid Lipstick and Crush. Okay, so here it is. Here's the finished look. Ta. Here it is. Here's the finished look. If you have any questions, let me know, and thanks for watching. Bye. Come on! Jesus! Scaring the shit out of me. Ugh.